All right, we're working on crane. I've not recorded much lately. Been busy, very, very busy, filling the mill, and it's been going well. Except for Blackie here. My turbo went out the other day. Getting a turbo off. It also made a manifold leak right there when the back pressure kicked in. And oh, I already got a phone call. See, it's hard for me to get that. All right, I'll get back with you when we get to go. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me move my speaker up closer. Here's the thing. I thought I had this covered when I put the turbo on there, but I didn't find it till the other day. This actually took place like a week before Christmas, and Blackie had been losing turbo boost for a long time. Of course it did. At this point my injector pump's still messed up, so I'm just starting into it. Blackie got down to pretty rough shape as far as operating go, or not safety or nothing, but as far as operating goes, Blackie was getting pretty bad. I wasn't getting air, and my daggone fuel injector pump was all screwed up, so Blackie wasn't getting fuel or air, and I had adjustments all screwed up on it too on the fuel side. But this turbo is off a C50. Now Blackie's a 3406. It was a C, and then it got diverted back to a B. Took the electric. See, the C's was their first attempt, Caterpillar's first attempt at putting a pewter on, and it was all right. It was nothing major, but I had a little wiring issues and stuff, and I thought, screw it, we'll just go back to a B. I think it was a mistake. I think I should have left it a C, because it's still a pretty good rig. I just need to figure out where my short was in that one of the multi-pin connectors. I think's what kicked all this off. I can't remember, as I've slept since then. But it's good. I like it. I really like it because it's simple. That's the way I like Blackie. Blackie's simple, and that's why I like it like that, because I got too many irons in the fire to play with some kind of complex truck. I like my truck simple, durable, overbuilt. Maybe not the lightest thing on the road, but overbuilt enough to be plenty reliable. Phew, that really sucked.
on this time. You ain't gonna fall out on my foot this time. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Never unknown man. Never unknown man. Okay. Whew.
All right, where was I at? So the turbo I'm putting on here was a turbo Derek had sitting around the shop for a C15 6NZ motor. So Blackie is the early predecessor of a C15. The 3406 is. But the model that pretty much is the closest to the C15 was the 3406E. Blackie is technically a B, is technically what it is. So the way Blackie was is it didn't have as much air going through the system, and the most boost I'd ever got out of Blackie beforehand was 22 or 3, something like that, pounds. That's all Blackie really carried beforehand. And when I put this thing on there, now it's got a wastegate on it, and those of you in the know, tell me whether or not it's okay or not. But I took that wastegate, and I was like, well, I'll tell you where you can stick that wastegate. So I took baling wire, and I wired that sunbucking wastegate closed. So it has no pop off where it pops off its pressure now. It just piles up the pressure in there, and I don't know if it's too much or not. I know before I got the jector pump fixed, I hauled one load of logs with it, and in that load of logs I hauled, I think the gauge buries at 30 psi, and I was burying the gauge easy. So I'd say it's got up to 34 pounds of boost is what I'd guess it at in a really hard pull. But I don't know, that's definitely over 30. You know, a bobtail it'll do almost 30. So you can imagine what it'll do under load on a hard, long pull. And usually for some reason the turbo builds back up as you're on a hard pull, and you start opening back up at the top when your barometer's hot.
All right, I've took my time on everything. Well, I ain't took my time, I've been in a hurry. But I've double checked everything, everything's tight. Them bolts are tight, that's tight. Hoses are tight, all that's tight. Tight. I had to weld on this lip up here, it busted loose. I had to weld a ring broke off of it. I had to weld in on. I'll tell you what, that's one thing I love about being handy with the welder. You can save a lot of money being handy with the welder. There's a lot of parts bought but also blow a lot of money because I don't know what I'm doing. So maybe it balances out. Oh God. Look. God. Always try to pick up more than a handful at one time. We'll fire this puppy up. turbo's been dying a while. Listen to her hit the turbo whine. It wasn't doing that in the past. I think my turbo's been going out for a couple years. Alright, let's go for a ride. There, it gave me that whirlybird light that fell off the Outlaw truck. I told him I don't want to buy a new one until I put my stacks on, because I got one over there that's going on my stacks. Go take old Blackie down the road and see if she falls on her face. I think that turbo's been going out for a long time. I ain't heard that turbo through that stack like that for years, I do not believe. And Blackie's been losing power for a long time. Yeah, I can hear turbo now, I never could before. Holy cow, I'm sure you can't see because it's dark, but listen. I ain't heard a turbo talk on this truck like that ever. I think my turbo's been crapped out for a while. This thing has got an immense amount of power. Holy cow. Blackie's got boost, boys. Alright, Blackie. Let's look at a little bit taking off. Damn, I broke traction. Just like quicker. I don't know what to see if it will run now. I was having trouble with it the other day. We'll see if it's got it in. I'm gonna change the fuel filters on just to be safe, and then we'll come back to it. Blackie already had too much horsepower. Now son of a buck's gonna be wild. Holy cow, that thing is a beast. Jesus Pete. Officer Hoover, I don't know if this is legal for this thing to have this much horsepower. I can smell my turbo smoking. Jeez, my knees, Blackie. You're gonna tear yourself up. That's way too much power. Oh, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. These guys, I'll get them out there on the interstate and burn their doors off. It's the 16th of December, 9 days till Christmas. I've been back in the shop working on my Blackie stacks. I almost got them finished welding.
and ready to start cleaning up this evening. And I got my new hood I'm gonna be putting on Blackie. I'm gonna be changing hoods out on Blackie, getting Blackie changed over to a different style truck. All that being said, I get a phone call a minute ago. Big D says we had this Pete that had a little wire issue, a sensor issue. And he calls me, he says, hey, come out here and push me back home. He's about 5 miles out. So me and Blackie, there's workers. So me and Blackie's gonna go out and save Big D. We're gonna push him home. There's our culprit. Did somebody call for a tow truck?
This one hits about 126 a time.
Hits about what?
What's the temperature? Hits about 126 a time.
Interesting. Well, it's a good thing I had a tow truck sitting there in the shop. Big old show tow truck. Me and Stevie done that last time. He had to pull me, and I just used the motor spinning to run all my accessories. I'm sure I can get you moving. Woo! I burned a little bit of rubber. Woo! We're breaking loose back here, Derek. I can't hardly put mash on the gas. She burns loose. You had put it in yeah, I had Stevie put it in direct, the second highest gear you had.
Yeah, I was in 1
You want me to stop you again?
Yeah, I'll slow down, I'll get it here.
Alright, you're on your own. Sorry, had to YouTube this. This is pretty cool. It's about as fast as I can go. I can't keep my windshield wipers keep up.
It's a lot faster than I was going earlier.
Yeah. Derek, I think I had that issue having this truck before. And I thought it was one of the heat sensors. There's a couple of them on there.
Yeah, if I'd have had a pair of pliers, I was going to unhook those up, but I didn't have a pair of pliers.
I never tried that. I didn't know I can unhook them. I didn't know it was normal open or normal close or what.
it back up against you after you make your turn. What hit for a second there?
Yeah, better not.
Damn it. Huh. Boy, you think that's something odd. Blackie down the road and pull him off. Ah, he's cooling down quick now. Oh, Blackie. Derek, you're awful hard on my old bird. Got a little water leaking out of it. Yep, a little bit of antifreeze come out. Whew, look at that new turbo, would you? Nice.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and hit that bell. Thanks for watching the video, and make sure to get that walkway.com mulch.